At the beginning of the story, we see two souls near a special tome. I, who had a lot of wealth in his hands. Both of them were crazy with excitement that she would untie Tom. These people quickly get busy stealing gold, without realizing that whoever was buried inside Tom had come back to life. She was a devilish girl with two Dracula-like teeth and hairless hair like mine. Suddenly she attacked both of them. And at this very moment an Earthmaster comes from this woman to save these two souls. Earthmaster's entire family, Jardavi, is doing the work of making toms and finding toms for the people. They have some special Jadarvi mundas with the help of which they can open even the oldest toms. And if by some magical power someone inside Tom had come to life, he would have. Just as he was mastering the meaning of his magical spells, these Jardavi munda ka. Gunabkar boy was telling a story, and this story he told was thousands of years old. In today's times, neither anyone makes toms nor anyone gets the work of making toms. And because whose nephew Fang was an Earthmaster and who also worked with him to increase his business, he tells people here that Fang is using his magic spells. On hearing this, some people's heart goes towards him. These people, a few days ago, Jain people think that surely Fan will be able to do this work, hence he uses it very cleverly. These people hold the Gartaless souls of Akiner's Fan and threaten her that if she does not, Frank has to move forward to open the tome despite not wanting to, even though he doesn't know any magic spells. He takes out one of his golden killer devices in front of this tome, which it spoke of Nishatarni or good power. The fan with this device can know that it is Tom cast and if it. But he could not risk his life, so somehow he opens this tome. As soon as it opens, many tiny monsters come out of its cauldron and attack people. Hirafrat wants Aframat, and as soon as the stop comes, he wants to run away with Fanku. He had written all the knowledge in his magical notes which are still in his tome. It is believed that if anyone gets those notes then they will become bigger and bigger every night. Both of them were shocked as soon as they recognized the drawing, before anything happened here. He was also himself, so he sets out on a journey to Nakashavani Hill with Fanghu and this girl. Finally these people reach the hill and come here and say to Zhang Fang, "Let's go quickly." But Fang thought he couldn't find any Jatuvi had brought, and if it does not come back within 24 hours then this doorman will always. The injured children here would have been bound forever when the trumpet came inside. Statues of everyone used to start fighting with them, some with ass and some with swords. Tries to kill these statues, but who knows here? It turns out that all these people here are not from the statues of any children. They have fought, but they are getting hella scars, and in such a situation these people are one who had fought with others. Now Hallucination was the first to throw. She takes out her sleeve and then says to him that you are here. Will you help me in collecting the notes of Earthmaster Scott? The fan makes it here from the filial piety, and as soon as this girl gets the Hellas, when she takes out Bari from Nishan, she takes who with great gusto. If my king runs away from here then Markpri gets sent here along with Bairaj Jang's people. Without thinking anything, Sanchar starts walking on these scares. Due to his attack on Heon Qadr, a door could be opened in front. All these people were happy to see this door. They thought this would be the path to treasure. But unlucky for them, a dangerous monster comes out from there. That monster attacks someone with its big tentacles. So someone has to chew the whole thing in one go. He had mastered many people. Fang was extremely confused by this apparent devastation. He saw only one way to escape, so that he can solve the puzzle again, using his Pufus. As soon as this is done, a way out of here opens. All the remaining people go out of that door. But now Jang is worried, because many of his companions are considered. Now there was a huge canal in front of them. These people do not seem to have gone out batting in a boat. Then the boat breaks. Strang and Hu both fall into the water. And she takes some snakes in the water. And Hu helps them both during this time. He goes into the water and cuts off the faces of both of them which are stuck in their legs. And brings both of them up. During this time we see a strange creature wearing sapphire clothes. These creatures were once humans. And now he had become a hoot, who comes in front of these humans as soon as they are immersed in water. These people were out of the water. That's why those gusts also attacked them by turning their weapons into bats. These bats were so powerful that even all these bats could not compete with them. To avoid this, these people quickly run to another room. And after coming here, along with being all deer, there were also elephants. Because Findrai now he came to such a room, where there was a lot of treasure, and that too without any trope. Everyone starts picking up things of their own importance. Who else gets busy looking for medicine here? Was actually a member of the Kinniger group. And it turns out that all the members of this group have green eyes. Due to his green eyes, not all people consider him similar. Treat them like aliens. And she had come all this way just to find a cure for these green eyes. He was not interested in anything special here. We see that as the people of Sank pick up more and more things here. Then this Akanak is read in two parts on the lower side of his feet. And a lot of people fall down. Even the people standing above were not saved. It is seen that many arrows coming out of the walls had attacked him. In this, many people of Sank were also killed due to traps. Now Sank had broken it with Wazir. Here, Chin Hu and Fank quickly escape from the mountain to save their lives. Standing here, Fank looks at this entire world and feels that this world was built exactly where a Drycan was. Here's who I am, and I take out my arms from the throne shirt. Here I am, and I throw out my arms. Where we stand now are Drycan's tentacles. And we'll have to reach Drycan's head to find those magical nodes. Before these people now come and grow alone, here Jank brings his children with some people. They are forced to come and move forward with the people of Jank. Finally these people reach the Hat of the Draken, where they also get the Tome of the Artmaster's Court. There was a puzzle for Tom to solve. In this puzzle they had to enter the births of the Artmaster's Court. But the issue was that not many people knew about Arth Court. And no one knew about his birth. The power of this Vakpar Pank helps him and tells him the previous puzzles he solved. All those puzzles will solve this puzzle together. Giri was like a puzzle with her scrubber, where there were no big squares, and inside every no square there were 12 small squares. Giri no Tarek and Parfar month they had a date. As soon as his bad date was calculated and told. So all these people start extracting those numbers from there. As soon as I took out those numbers, the tome started opening. But here Jain has one trick at a time. And puts many of his people in traps, here near Tom. He already knew this Tom's traps. Here we come to know the truth of this soul. That he already knew the truth about Jardvi notes. He told Jang about this because so that Jang's greed for power brought him to this point. He himself wanted to get those Jardavi notes. Because his son had died just a few days ago. And now he wanted to bring his son back to life with the help of those Jardvi notes. He also wanted to convey that all the traps would have to be crossed with great sacrifice. So now I brought the entire team of that gang here. And he did nothing to save any soul here. Here now he says to Jang, I am sorry, this sir, I will just digest you as my daughter. But this is my promise that in this next generation I will be your slave. After this boy takes his daughter's dead body and throws it on Tom. And gets ready to give everything. After giving some time, he felt that his son was alive. He goes closer and lifts his daughter over Tom. It has been told that his son was not alive. These were all his hallucinations. A scorpion had just come out of Tom and had entered his daughter. Just as this soul embraces his daughter, he gives the card to this very soul. And hence the sacrifice that was required to open this volume. She does not go to the giant people but to this soul. This means the soul dies. As soon as he dies and is sacrificed, the tomb behind him opens. As soon as this tome was opened, people saw that there were two amounts of money inside this tome. One is God's and the other is God's wife. Before these tomes rate the magic notes. Well, here the rest of the traps get activated. And there were some zombies in these dying traps. He used to protect against zombie storm. All these zombies now attack all humans. At this time, some of Sang's remaining comrades would also have been killed. And he sacrifices his life to save his dying companions. Here he proves that he is a leader and with the bomb left in his hand, blows himself up, killing his adjutants and zombies. The bank here and I were thrown out of there to save our lives. These three now knew that their lives were more important than any magical note, and now